Hi everyone. We get tons of questions from readers at TotalBeauty.com, so we decided we're going to start answering them here on this video, and we're going to get our beauty editors to do that for us. So today I have our executive editor, Kristen, and she's agreed to answer some of our reader questions. Thank you for being here.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So first we're going to get to a question about hair.
Okay.
Reader Nikki wants to know, what's the best way to control split ends?
Okay. Well, split ends can't be controlled very easily, unfortunately, and the only way to completely get rid of them is to get a trim, which I know is something that we don't always want to hear, especially if we're trying to grow our hair out. But you should really get regular trims every 6 to 8 weeks, or at least every couple of months, so that you kind of keep split ends away completely. But there are some products that kind of are geared towards sealing those ends, so they're not going to get rid of the splits, but they'll like smooth them down a little bit so that your hair doesn't look damaged or kind of fried. And Nexus has one called ProMend that people seem to be really liking. It's new. I haven't tried it yet, so the jury's still out a little bit, but that's one that is supposedly, going to work really hard to smooth those down.
I'm going to have to write that one down.
Okay.
Reader Amanda wants to know, how do I get a tan makeup look?
Okay, tan makeup, which we're just getting into spring now. So I would say with tan makeup, don't go too crazy yet. I wouldn't bust out the self-tanner. I would use probably just a bronzer, either a cream if your skin is dry or a powder if your skin is more oily or combination. And I would go for a matte one so that, if you're trying to warm up your skin tone in general, you don't want to have sparkles all over your face. Might look a little fake. So definitely go for matte and just start with putting it on your cheeks and your forehead and your nose and your chin. Basically all the places that the sun would naturally kind of tan your skin. And so start there, and then you can add, what I like to do is I add a little bit of blush on the apples of my cheeks after I use bronzer, like a peachy pink blush, and that will help the color look more believable. Because the last thing you want is like a completely tan face that looks...
Jersey Shore?
Yeah, exactly. That's not kind of what we're going for, or hopefully not. And then, if you do want to take it a step further as we do get into summer, you can start with the self-tanner and put the bronzer on top. And, if you do want to do a little sparkle, just put it on your cheekbones and, leave it at that.
Good to know.
Sure.
And then, final question today. Lauren wants to know, what mascara do you recommend that doesn't flake or smudge? Sounds like the endless searches for that sort of product.
Yes, I mean, those are two qualities in a mascara that I feel like everybody is always searching for. And I can't say, I could sit here and list 20 different mascaras that I have found that don't clump or flake, but I think it is a very personal thing as well. What I can say is that lengthening formulas tend to be a little more liquid, just that's how they are designed. And so they're less likely to kind of clump and flake, I would say. And whereas a volumizing formula is going to be a little bit drier and thicker because it's meant to really add volume to your lashes. So stick with the lengthening formula, and then, not to plug our own site, but I would read reviews on products. Just go to TotalBeauty.com, go to the mascara review section and read what women are saying. If they say it's clumpy or it's flaking, next, move on. Just keep reading those reviews until you find one that most people swear by and say it doesn't clump or flake.
Good advice. And then what mascara are you wearing right now?
Oh, well, hopefully it's not clumping or flaking.
No, it looks really good, actually, is what I'm asking.
It is the Rimmel Day to Night mascara, and it has two ends. It's pretty cool. One side is a lengthening formula, and one side is a volumizing one. And the volumizing side, definitely, it's like almost a little bit clumpy, but in a good way. It gives you kind of that more dramatic, twiggy effect, which I didn't put on a ton today, but I have been known to do that, and I think it's kind of a fun look.
Great. Well, thank you so much. And if you guys want to get your questions answered, just comment below underneath this video and we'll do our best to get back to you next time.